If you call yourself a rattle and you are supporting Peter Okoye, if you call yourself a rattle and you get mind to support Peter Okoye,
VDM go enter you, make it enter me. If you say they fear, I know they fear anybody. Life. Say they fear. If you say at that time when he want to spoil my career, now like this, we go drag him. We go drag him. She mean that money inside the find. Inside the find money to the first story. That's why go they lie. So lie. I don't know what to make them they believe her. One idiot go just they say that. Now he be there.
very dirty smelling talk. Oh, now I don't change them. They don't say it won't be the main character syndrome. When their narrative don't fly, they come for another thing. Now, these nonsense people open their smelling mouth to say Peter Okoye confided in Verydarkman.
Welcome back. As the saying goes, pride comes before a fall. And he or she that the gods want to unalive, wants to buy, they first make he or she mad. Now, Verydarkman thinks that he is a community by himself. He thinks that he is a forest by himself. He has failed to understand that his voice and his essence is as a result of thousands of people who have decided not to look at some of his shortcomings, but to embrace him. Welcome back. It is about the P-Square saga that is ongoing. Now, people are seeing that Verydarkman maybe he has been employed, maybe he just chose to, I don't know. Somehow people are saying that he wants to kind of, in a way, whitewash the image of Paul. He wants to demonize Peter. At first, he tried to meander his way around it, saying, oh, now I want you guys to listen. I've gotten more evidence. You people speaking arrogantly. But, of course, he somehow has found a way to connect to this Gen Z generation and, of course, certain people who are upset with the government. Oh, anything goes, right? Somehow it seems that Omoyele that a lot of people would have queued behind, he is now a politician activist. So the only go-to is Verydarkman, not because people cannot, but they do not want to. Who will bail the cat? Let us watch some of the, in quote, expose of Verydarkman. He brought some people on his stream, and he claimed that these people are witnesses, that they know this, they know that. Let us watch.
Verydarkman, he wanted Verydarkman to advise him. Verydarkman now is now going against him. Peter Okoye don't know Pope. You don't know where Reverend Father did? Verydarkman be like, they confide in. When I don't see pets, don't you? Where they confide in? You don't see pets? Does Verydarkman look like somebody that have a secret that you confide in? He leave Lagos, leave everybody, of all person. There are a lot of content creators that you follow. You know a lot of influencers. You have family members. You have distant relatives. Dangote wants try to settle you people. Adenuga wants try to settle Nigeria, wants try to settle you people. Now, Verydarkman, you won't come confide in. You did not come to confide in Verydarkman. You came to use Verydarkman. You wanted Verydarkman to call your brothers out for you. But Verydarkman verified. That's what you wanted. You wanted me to call your brothers out. And I did call your brothers out. You wanted to call your brothers out. Then if they talk, I can't support you. As per person who don't listen before. Whether you people lie from now to tomorrow, you cry. The truth can never hide. But I went to verify. That's my saving grace. If not, I will follow they do all these things now. At least I don't create balance. There's nothing anybody want to talk. It's the VDM show. I create balance. You talk from now to tomorrow, you can't touch me. You can't do nothing. I don't need you people for adverts. I don't do adverts. I don't need commercials. What do you want to do to me? You can't cancel me. I'm bigger than that 10 times. 10 times, like far. That's why I get pride. Because I know they beg you for anything. Say Peter Okoye won't confide in Verydarkman. As what? I'm not grooming or raising zombies. We are raising people with opinion, right? And that is the future of Nigeria that we want. This is not a cult where you raise zombies. You can have your opinion. My own is that I don't feel bad. Because I see some people trying to emotionally blackmail other people. How can you call yourself a rattle? No, you can't emotionally blackmail people against their own opinion. Yeah? That's what they support, so be it. I started this thing by supporting myself. Today I have how many million followers on 3.2 on Instagram, 5.6 on Facebook, and almost 500K on YouTube, and almost 1 million on TikTok. And I've had different accounts on TikTok, millions and millions that have gone down. So it's not going to change anything. Nobody should emotionally blackmail anybody to say, that's it. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. It shall not be godfatherism and cultism. No, have your opinion is good. Love yours still. Don't play. Rattels. 4th time of the government, 100.
Hello, Snake.
Since I know this guy edit me video and talk the truth, let me tackle this man from the root. Okay, come here. Daki come as I come talk say I was in Sheraton Hotel to see Mr. P with Coco P. So should I come and tell him now that Daki are lying? No, you dey lie. I'm not there. When I was there, everything he's saying Mr. P said, I heard, and it's true. I heard it. When I come and deny, just like yesterday now at Pella's wedding, I saw Mr. P. Truth. When I come and say no, I'm not Mr. P. All these people are going to the post now and AI. I saw him. Look at the video. I saw him. Check out. I have no business and problem with Mr. P. What I have is their family. Why are you people bringing us into your billion misappropriated funds issues? When we share this money, we call us, we share any more, give us. No, we love P Square. Stop damaging the image of P Square in public. As long as you have brought your brother to the public to judge, everybody gets say inside. The fact that they're emotional now does not mean that VDM, who said is the social media police, should not judge the case. No. Once you commit crime in the public space, the police has right to do it. If you feel VDM is doing anything wrong, bring evidence and counter him. It's simple. Stop calling me or to come and do the work for you people. And let me tell you people, I am not the kind of person that will come online to tell VDM, say, bro, you are going out of line, when I can correct him offline. No. Okay, I should come and say, VDM, no, that you are wrong. So that you are going to hear me. Or when I go say I could be strong, if friend correct him. No, I have his phone number. Now, any person who don't get the phone number, I'll call out online. Now they hear me. Now they hear me so. Now they hear me. Stop going to say, go pick, correct your friend. No. My friend has a right, has a say. You too should have a say. Don't expect everybody to cry your cry for you. You see, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, but think the other man's own stinks. So if you think VDM opinion they stink, remember say your own opinion too they stink for that person knows. If you think he's lying, counter him. That's your choice. Me, my opinion on that issue is that they all messed up. I'm not going to pick who is right, who is wrong. Now VDM be online police. Now I work with that. Me, I be artist. The lyrical ENG, aka Coco P. That's my job. I'm a friend to VDM. Yes, he's doing his part in society. Oh, the day VDM will catch thief, what you not like? If VDM is doing a good job, but this case, no, we can't do selective judgment. No, I'm sorry. If VDM want to judge this case, it's fine. But for me, it no concern me. They messed up. They should go and solve their problem inside their ass.
Me, this time around, if you drag me no say you don't finish because me already I go dey live. 50 hours I still dey live. I go dey live for your head. As I dey catch, as I dey get views, as I dey get sub, as I dey get everything. Make himself carry your own matters and go dey put for that YouTube when they always they do. He say VDM go enter you, make it enter me. If you say they fear and I know they fear anybody. Life. Say they fear. If you say at that time when he want spoil my career, now like this we go drag him. We go drag and she na money inside the find. Inside the find money to the first story. That's why go they lie. Go they so lie. I don't know what to make them they believe her. One idiot go just they say that now him they wash. Now him they wash go they lie. For Mr. P matter, I don't change that go P Square. He said they do part 1, part 2, part 3 because there's a full video on YouTube. High time they know that guy is a liar. High time they know that guy is a liar. He's using you guys. He just a forge light just to get monetization money. You understand? Huh? Say leave. He say shut up. Okay, you mumu. You don't say I mumu. Wanna calm down, oh. Wanna know it's all that they talk, oh. Jesus. Get yourself too, they talk to now. Everybody they find monetization money. So everybody is just one. You can't just come out and say you are God and everybody is believing what you are saying. You are a foolish person. Yes. You understand?
Yes.
It shows. You dey control your mouth, you talk.
Verydarkman sit it out, Verydarkman sit it out is what is trending on the social media. My question when I get for now, the thing when Verydarkman carry come outside or talk, na assumption or na truth? Now, this na your low budget journalist, Wema the talkative. Verydarkman give precise time when he be say Peter Okoye take call am. He go, not just only he won't go, he go with Okoye and others. And this he said, according to Verydarkman, they sat for hours, whereby Peter Okoye, which is Mr. P, tell him stories when they tell us now, when you never hear before, but he don't hear us since last year. They said when he talk finish for the whole long length of discussion, Verydarkman call have to go do your own findings, when you never do your own findings, but make Verydarkman sit it out. Verydarkman call say he go do your own findings with particular names, when the person, when they talk now, call and go explain for her. Brother, final, Alpha, you scam you, you dey go court to. What you dey talk Verydarkman? How they test who scamming? Oh, yeah, call who scamming now. Make I hear this scam. They say they scam me servers of dollars. I said, what are you saying, bruh? What are you saying, bruh? Now, so the matter take or go. Verydarkman say at this point of time, he don't look like foolish person. But the question when Nigeria they talk now, Verydarkman sit it out, Verydarkman sit it out. At this point of time, I don't ask myself the last question. Was this an assumption? Because one, the person when they talk about is they alive. The female they alive. The Mr. P they alive. Everybody in this matter they alive. Also, Verydarkman say no, sit on us. These people when they see so, the whole family is hot. Which is truth for that one. Everybody for the family they don't scatter themselves because misunderstanding don't come. But Nigeria says sit it out because Unana Fisona don't hear the truth. Instead of go ask the real question. Final. First of all, you they go court, they scam you. Nigeria no more ask that question. Now, how na want to get the truth? When we not go spot the lies when they every of these boys' story. I don't make video of this thing. Every of them when they talk now, they correct and they right. But inside each of them, their story, lies and some errors they inside.
You know that if I had come out to say Peter Okoye is right, they would have been saying it is wrong, that Peter Okoye had paid me. Do you know that?
Of course, the moment you put mouth, they will say that you make character syndrome. That's what they call it.
But so, every other person don't talk. But every other person don't talk.
Yeah, exactly. So what I said one time, I said VDM has his opinion. Why is VDM's opinion the problem to other people? Because again, everybody has been talking. How come nobody has picked on anybody to say what this person is saying is not correct? Because I don't think you're the only one who has come against Peter. I've had people who have said Peter is wrong, but nobody is not having any traction. So I do understand you, and again, like what you said, I will just repeat it again. When you said the fact that he was trying to use you is what got you upset, and I understand that. So yes, but again, you're still not you're doing the right thing because you're not talking based on sentiment now. You're talking based on facts, which is okay. You're talking based on the fact that you've gotten, and yeah, nobody should dispute that.
I bet. So, yes. If nobody say this one, I'm the eyewitness. I know they do social media. I know like social media. He was the eyewitness. He's here. He's just here. He was the eyewitness. He did there. He even bro. I said we talked for hours. He can't sleep. Then from there we now drove to go and buy suya. Bro, we spent time. Then we drove back. Which car I carried? Now one white Benz I drive that day. Now which I drive? Ned is more than 60. Yeah, bros, hit me with the question. I better leave near the focus.
All right, I think the reality is this. Jude, no matter what, Jude has given us a F from the beginning. Because right from when we know P squares, I am pretty sure that money should not be the first thing that they should put in place that will warrant them to separate. Musically, those guys are doing perfectly well. If they have family issue, they should be able to, resolve that issue at the first initial time before because I know categorically that P Square had broke up for like 5 or 6 good consecutive time. And in the same breakup, they will still come back and say, we have reconciled. No, then they did not mention anything concerning money. But right now, Peter has come outside to come and show us the evidence that, some of us cannot even believe. Based on the voice note that you dropped online, to me, with what I listened, myself, I was very marveled. I say, why? Because ordinarily, even if it's a family discussion and you want to counter somebody, so take your evidence. Peter should have known that going to court, he should be able to gather his evidence and have them in written or have them in paper, so that whenever any question be thrown to him, he will be able to answer immediately and with the tactical evidence.
Especially,
yeah. Please, I have something to say about this.
All right.
We love you so much, but for the first time, Nigerians, a lot of us are having a very different view from you.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw some videos you made out there, and I took time to watch Peter's view. It's not as if you are trying to be biased or something, but Peter said that he's been the one typing for a very long time.
Okay.
That he types, he doesn't make any statement. It was his first time of coming out to make a very long speech. Okay. And almost everybody followed that story. It was a very long, and at some point it was getting interesting. People were even waiting to see the next chapter of the story. So we followed the story, and it is as if you know what everybody does not know concerning this story. Okay. Because there is a part to what you're giving us that maybe the general public is not seeing. Okay. Because from where we are seeing and from where we are judging, we are seeing that Peter is crying out for help. We are seeing that Peter is so down to the point that he has endured a lot. Because if you follow that video, he got to a point that he was almost shedding tears. It takes a lot for a man to cry. I mean, we are men, and as African men, we are trained to be strong and to endure pain. But I don't know if the cry was, I don't know what it was, but I could visibly see that he was tearing up, but he was holding back the tears. Do you understand me? So it's not as if we are trying to stand against the opinion, but if I am watching the video, I'm seeing a lot of pain behind his mind. So, I mean, why do you think that for the first time, some people are having a divergent view from your opinion? Because a lot of us are on Peter's side, I'm not going to lie, including myself.
Okay, so first things first, yeah? I've never been the person that want people on my side. Me personally want to be on my own side. I'm talking about side, yeah? Even you, are you, the person that created you is God, are you on his side? People where they don't arrest recently, now when they arrest for America, some of the people were cast recently. Sure, you see when they drag Simi, and they couldn't go there, this say, wait till she talk, I mean she write for Twitter at that time. Whether you write or you use your mouth talk, my brother, talk is talk. So far, say you pass information.
I know.
It is what it is.
VDMC, there's a different ball game when you are on camera making a video. When communication, facial expression matters a lot, right? It is different that I can be smiling and I'm typing something that is teary. So when watching that video, the expression, the body language, when somebody is lying, you could dictate from the expressions, right? So the expression, when I was looking at his body language and everything, it didn't seem like he was lying, for real. And a lot of things he said were relatable because the stories we are just connecting, like, stop laughing now. If you get what you know, tell us.
Wait. Is it people? Me and you were there the first day when we say one cry. Now why would they laugh? The first day when you tell me, when you give me all this story, I swear to God, I don't blame you. You see, if you notice, I know they blame all of now. Because the way you dey feel, so that's so myself I feel. That's why I did that. I say, child.
Welcome back. Anyway, from the beginning of the video, you heard what that other guy said, that Verydarkman wants that trend. He wants to be on top of the matter. He doesn't like it if in a month or in a week someone else is trending and he goes into oblivion. Anyway, whichever, whatever, there is no champion forever. That's what they say. I'm glad that Verydarkman took this approach. He wants to know what are people saying about me. That's why he said he wants to do question and answer. He wants to feel the public. He wants to know, where am I in the hearts of these people? I've spoken arrogantly about this, and one thing that I know is that it is the same people, social media, that made you, and they are the ones that can mair you, meaning they can break you into pieces. Look at Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie thought that he is a king. He looked at his social media followership. He felt like, I am the Alpha and the Omega. He looked at himself. He started speaking arrogantly. He was doing back to back. Well, because people still love him, they were making up stories about him being put in a bottle, that he needs to be delivered. Judy Austin is this and that. But when push came to shove, Yul Edochie, till today, he has not recovered. He just could not decipher it. He can't even decode it. This is the same. If Darky is not careful, this is what will befall him. In fact, it's already happening to him right now as I speak. He's saying he doesn't need endorsement. He's so powerful. He has gone far. There is nobody that has gone anywhere that cannot fall. He said he has gone far. You've gone nowhere, man. The thing is that we shouldn't apply too much emotion to this thing. There are truths that have been said by Peter. Everyone has something to say. And one person will lie here. One person will cover up here. One person will manipulate here. The truth is inside everybody, and everybody knows his own truth. But that you are saying what you think is true does not mean that it is correct or it is right. Yes, but the case of Verydarkman, his intrusion into this, it has cost him a lot. It has cost him a lot. There are certain graces that will be on you, maybe for a period of time or for certain reasons. That is no longer there. People are already saying, Peter, even if these things where you dey talk, there is no truth in it. But because your wife Lola kept quiet all this while, and tribalism thing and this and that, we don't care. We don't care. Verydarkman, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That's basically what social media is saying right now. And if VDM is smart enough to know what time it is, I think he knows. He will just chicken out. But pride will not allow him chicken out. He does this thing sometimes. He will just move away from this topic. He won't talk about it anymore. He will start with another story, talking about it. But right now, I don't think there's any wood inside of the fire for him, aside that of the police officer that he spoke about, and they said he's lying. He said he's not lying. He said somebody has been unalive, that all of that. That was what he thought would take over the airways of social media, but it did not. Nigerians don't even know what's going on in that aspect. What people are interested in right now, what has taken over social media right now, is Peter. Even the wedding of Pella, it didn't even gather enough traction like P Square Peter. The guy just kept dropping it back to back. Part 1, part 2, part 3A, part 3B, part 4, part 5. He took his time to edit these videos. He cut out the part of his brother. He cut out everything. He fixed it together and he dropped it back to back. People are even waiting to see more. And then came VDM coming to tell us that Jude. There is nothing whatsoever. I repeat, there is nothing whatsoever that would justify an employee, a manager that is not really managing anything, was just given the job as per okay, anyhow. A manager, somebody that was not originally part of the plan, but was brought in. A jobless man that was brought in. Nothing justifies him taking 40%. And the main artist, it's not like you're a record label. It's not as if you've built a studio. That's where they do the recording. It's not like you brought in money, because from what we heard, you don't even have a dime. You were broke, jobless. You couldn't even get into the university early. The eldest and the elder and the sisters, they're all saying that Jude is a bad person. They say, yes, Peter too has his own in his own body. Well, Peter claims that he is justified. He said there is justification for him closing his eyes from his siblings. He said, these are people who ganged up against me because of my wife. They ganged up against me because of my wife. They ganged up against me because of my wifey. They ganged up. They did terrible things against me because of my wife. So, why then will I look kindly upon them during their travail or trials? After all, you guys never wanted me. And there is a way your family displays wickedness to you, to a point whereby you are looking at, please, help me. And they cut off, they say, get out. And you are like, really? You people can be this bad. And then you hold on to yourself. You hold on to yourself. You keep pushing. And eventually, you get to where they never expected you to get to. And then, everything is gone. They are now in their lowest. Some might say, hey, you don't think of that. It's only a foolish person that would not think of that. Because the same people who are in their lowest, their heart, their thought, their mind, that personality of theirs has not changed, though. They are looking for an opportunity to strike you again badly. And this time around, you might not even survive it. So don't look at people because of their situation. Don't look at them because of that situation and think that, oh, they're in this situation, it's time for me. They are not weak. That someone is in a bad situation does not make them weak. People can be in a bad situation and still be wicked. Do you know this? So they are saying that our sister is suffering. She's in Lagos. My brother, he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care. He kept to himself because they were bad to him. Now, Paul is the demon here. Like I said, there is no justification for 40% and 60 going to the artist. Whichever it is, there is nothing that Verydarkman wants to say that will justify anything or that will make any sense. Nobody wants to hear any of this. Nobody wants to hear this bullshit. To a lot of people, this is trash. This is trash. There's nothing you want to say. Yes, I know that Peter lied in certain parts. I mean, he added some emotional salt and pepper and sugar and made it look like, packaged it in such a way that when you hear it, you'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God. There are a few lies here and there. What he wanted to do was to get VDM on his side so that VDM can speak, and then, that frustration he also could manipulate. Just like Verydarkman. He also manipulates. So he wanted to manipulate VDM, like, okay, Fino is involved, Fino knows about it, Fino is going to testify, and Fino says, no, I've not spoken to the guy in a long time. But do you know that someone can say this even when they have spoken to you, unless you produce evidence that I have spoken to this person and this is our discussion, and this is our agreement. Whichever, whatever. The thing is that our fingers are crossed. Let's see how all of these things will turn out to be.